Hi, I'm Steve Crawford. I'm a consultant with McGee Productivity Solutions. Very excited to be announcing that I'm going to be a part of your Business Support University Conference on May 23rd. I'll be hosting two breakout sessions. The first one is from 10 to 1, and the second session is from 1:30 to 4:30. McGee Productivity Solutions is a consulting firm, and we're also a Microsoft partner. And we specialize in empowering individuals, teams, and organizations to be more productive. And from an individual standpoint, win you back 2 hours a day of productivity. My breakout sessions will be based on our Take Back Your Life program, which is a personal productivity program where we address 3 phases of simple productivity: collecting, processing and organizing, and prioritizing and planning. And in the class, we build a dashboard or an integrated management system inside of your Outlook. So it's going to be very interactive. You'll bring your laptops in. We'll be actually doing real work and creating new settings and shortcuts inside of your system and teaching you how to use that throughout the session. We're going to start with the first phase, which is collecting, and we're going to identify all the various places that you capture your commitments. And then we're going to learn how to narrow those down and get them into one place, which is inside of your IMS. That way you don't have all these different places you have to remember to go to get your commitments. They'll all be in one place and things won't slip through the cracks. During the collecting phase, we're also going to talk about managing interruptions. What are the 6 main ways that we get interrupted and how can we mitigate those things? You're going to learn lots of tools and methodologies that are going to help you manage those interruptions. And then wrapping up that first phase in collecting, we're going to do a mind clearing exercise. This is going to be an opportunity for you to learn how to get all this stuff that's in your head and get it into your system. So you're not being interrupted with thoughts popping up in your head while you're trying to focus on things. You know they're in a trusted place, and that's in your integrated management system. Then we'll move into the next phase, which is processing and organizing. In this phase, we're going to create categories for all of our tasks and goals. So we'll have categories for our meaningful objectives, our supporting projects, our one-on-one categories, and then ultimately all our various categories for action, which we call strategic next action categories. We'll get all those categories built for you, and then you'll do an exercise practicing how to categorize tasks by using the tasks that we created in the mind clearing exercise. After we process and organize our tasks, we'll move into the meat of the day and the most exciting part, which is processing and organizing your email. You're going to learn how to use the 4 Ds of processing emails so you get the discipline of touching an email one time and making a decision with it. I mean, let's face it, all the emails that we touch really come down to one of 3 things. It's either trash, it's reference, or it's action. If it's trash, let's get it out of there, delete it. If it's reference, let's do it right away by dropping it into a folder. There's no action for you to take, it's just something you need to have a copy of. Boom, get it out of that inbox and put it in the appropriate reference folder. Then you have action. And if it's action, you need to make the determination. Is it something I can do in less than 2 minutes? If so, go ahead and knock it out while you're doing your email processing time. Just go ahead and do it. It's less than 2 minutes, make it happen, and you're done with it. If it takes more than 2 minutes, what we're going to do is defer it. And we're going to create a task with that email embedded inside of it and categorize it and put the date we're going to do it. And it's out of our inbox and it's going to be in our task system. So the 4 Ds are delete it, do it, defer it, or delegate it. So you'll learn those 4 Ds and you'll actually get time in class to practice using it. So you'll get a really nice rhythm of how to do that. After that exercise, we're going to go into the exercise of mass move and mass delete. This is going to be an exercise aimed at helping you get that inbox down to 0. So I know a lot of you are like, wow, there's no way I'm getting my inbox down to 0. I have 10,000 things in that inbox. Trust me, we'll give you the tools and methodologies that'll get you down to 0, either in class or at least a couple days after that, you'll be able to get down to 0. And the key there is once you get your inbox down to 0, from that point forward, all you'll ever have to do is do those 4 Ds twice a day during your email processing time, and you'll be able to maintain that 0 inbox. Trust me, it can be done. I'm excited to show you how to do it. After our processing and organizing phase, we're going to get into the third and final phase, which is prioritizing and planning. And this is where we bring it all together. We take that high quality to-do list that we built, and we're going to learn how to carve out time on our calendar to get the most important things done, personally and professionally. You want that calendar to be a representation of all the things that are most important for you to do. And you'll be strategic about how you carve out time on that calendar, and you'll have integrity because you're saying what you're going to do and then you're going to do it. We'll also show you color coding and some other cool tips for how to manage your calendar. And then we'll wrap up with the weekly review. The weekly review is an awesome tool for you. In my opinion, it's the greatest gift you can give yourself when it comes to personal productivity. And we'll show you how to look back at the previous week and see those things that you should be celebrating. What accomplishments did you have? What goals did you complete? What things did you do that you set out to do? And you want to give yourself credit and acknowledgement for that. But you're also going to look and see what didn't get done. And the key here is to learn why didn't it get done? And then we can course correct when we get to the second part of the weekly review, which is setting the baseline calendar for the next week. And we'll take that information that we learned from the previous weekly reviews about our rhythm of business and the types of things that come up that impede us from getting things done. We'll use that information to help us set up a more effective baseline calendar. And that cycle goes on and on. So once again, I'm very excited to be part of your breakout sessions. Please register for either the 10 to 1 class or the 1:30 to 4:30 class. They will be filling up, so you want to jump on that right away. I'm excited to be there, and please take this time to embrace the change, conquer the challenge, and find the opportunity. Thanks again for having me, and I'll see you on the 23rd.